James O'Keefe, founder of investigative journalism nonprofit Project Veritas, secretly recorded CNN's morning meetings for months and released the first batch of tapes on December 1st. CNN's editors and reporters can be heard discussing strategies to get President Donald Trump out of the White House, including not reporting evidence of election fraud and the Biden family's scandal. O'Keefe revealed on Twitter that his team had been secretly recording CNN's 9 a.m. editorial calls, and they were going to start releasing the tapes on the evening of December 1st. In the first clip released, CNN's special correspondent Jamie Gangle discussed how the network should report the post-election legal disputes based on the information she obtained earlier that day from her sources in both Democratic and Republican parties.
News organizations have to be very careful and very responsible about not giving Trump too much of a platform on his not conceding, because they feel the transition can go forward.
Next, field producer Stephanie Becker suggested that CNN could compare Trump not conceding to what happened when America was attacked on 9/11. She said, if you want a good concrete example of what happens when you don't have a good transition, well, look at the Twin Towers. CNN's implementation of the meeting agenda was observable in a November 10th headline, How Trump's Transition of Power Delay Threatens National Security and Public Safety. Within 24 hours of the release, the clip received more than 10 million views. President Trump also shared the clip on his Twitter, calling CNN suppression media. In another recording dated October 9th, CNN's president, Jeff Zucker, instructed his team not to normalize Trump.
Okay, I just want to reemphasize that, I think we cannot normalize what has happened here in the last week with Trump and his behavior. And I go back to what David Chalian said, that this is a president who knows he's losing, who knows he's in trouble, is sick, maybe is on the after effects of steroids or not, I don't know, but he is acting erratically and desperately, and we need to not normalize that. He is all over the place and acting erratically, and I think we need to lean into that.
In a third recording, Zucker was heard instructing his team not to follow the Biden family scandal.
In the past, when we read news about the Trump administration from the mainstream media, many thought it was the manifestation of the reporter's bias. These recordings exposed that they did not stem from bias. The truth is, CNN's top management is directly given instructions on editorial guidelines. It has completely violated the most important principle of journalism, which is also the essence of journalism, truth and truthfulness.
In an interview with Fox News, O'Keefe said CNN's practice is not journalism, but propaganda. I think that CNN owes an apology to the people. I mean, this is disgraceful, he added. US-based current affairs commentator Ge Bidong believes the main issue here goes far beyond media groups willingly turning into propaganda tools.
The question is, what made them turn into propaganda tools? Who is the one needing them as propaganda tools? Why do they dare to conspire to make trouble for a president elected by the people? Why are they so determined to dupe the American people? How come, for such a long time, no one inside this gigantic media network ever stood up to object to such a practice? Obviously, it's not as simple an issue as media bias. It's an organized crime.
CNN has threatened to take legal action against O'Keefe. The latter responded on Twitter, "We welcome legal threats," along with a video clip, "Say when."
Those who trample on freedom and the democratic system of the United States have underestimated the abilities and sense of justice of the American people. They have also underestimated the great power of the American constitutional system. I see the O'Keefe exposure as an act of God. The American people may not care who the next president will be, but they will never allow anyone to trample on the US constitutional system, and they will not tolerate unscrupulous deception and duping.
Project Veritas will be releasing more tapes every day in the coming weeks. James O'Keefe also called on more insiders to come forward as the next brave whistleblower.